Bruce Lee vs. Muhammad Ali. Since Muhammad Ali is considered one of the greatest boxers of all time, it is only natural that fans are interested in knowing how he would fare against Bruce Lee, who is widely regarded as one of the best martial artists of all time. Who would come out on top in a fight between Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali, in both the octagon and the boxing ring? Stay tuned to find out. Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee are two of the most important figures in the 20th century. The duo made their fortunes on a common ground, which is combat sports. Ali utilized it in the professional ring and went on to become the greatest heavyweight champion of all time, while Lee showed his art on the silver screen and helped to popularize mixed martial arts across the world. Bruce Lee was a tremendously fit man who was also an expert in martial arts. Even though he never competed in a fight on a professional level, according to reports, he was the creator of his very own martial art, which he termed Jeet Kune Do, sometimes abbreviated as JKD. JKD can be considered a mixed martial art since it mixes several martial arts together. In fact, some of JKD's techniques are used in the UFC today. For instance, Conor McGregor is a huge fan of Lee. He even stated that if Lee were living today, he would be a successful UFC fighter. McGregor has adopted some of Bruce Lee's JKD martial arts skills and used them during his matches. For example, the idea of being like water during a fight is something Lee talked about a lot, and it's something that McGregor does well. Ali, on the other hand, needs no introduction in terms of his skill and career. He's arguably one of the best boxers ever, and he retired with a record of 56-5. He has defeated several of boxing's all-time greats, including Sonny Liston, George Foreman, and Joe Frazier. And it should come as no surprise that his legacy as a fighter continues to motivate many boxers working in the sport today. So, who will win a fight between these two legends? As with any fantasy battle, we will never know for sure, but when we take a look at their strengths and weaknesses, we can easily predict who will come out on top. Having said that, there are several points to take into consideration. Lee was a man of average stature, standing approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing close to 140 pounds. Ali had a height of roughly 6 feet 3 inches, and since he boxed at heavyweight, he had a career weight of well over 200 pounds. Ali competed in his last bouts at a weight of approximately 230 pounds. Ali has the advantage over Lee in terms of height, weight, and reach, but Lee has an ace up his sleeve. Ali fought outside the boxing rules just once, and the result was a complete and utter disaster. In June of 1976, he traveled all the way to Japan to compete against a well-known wrestler by the name of Antonio Enoki. Why? Because he was offered $6 million for what appeared to be an exhibition with a joke-laden build-up. The heavyweight champ had trained briefly in Taekwondo under the watchful eye of Bruce Lee's closest friends, Grandmaster Jun Rhee, and claimed to have developed the acupunch. He didn't need to bother with that at all. A ridiculous series of regulations had to be implemented before the fight, and one of them was that Enoki was not allowed to attempt takedowns, submissions, or kicks that were higher than the waist. The Japanese giant kicked at Ali's legs for 15 rounds and absorbed a handful of jabs. It's an overstatement to call this a mixed martial arts fight, as some people have done. Ali was later hospitalized with blood clots. So, what if Ali and Bruce had gotten together in an octagon? Would it be the same experience for Muhammad? Since Bruce was a martial art fighter and Ali was a boxer, Bruce could have won the fight by kicking his way to victory. In addition, he possesses the strength, agility, and cunning to inflict significant damage on Muhammad. Boxers have no way to defend themselves against a sidekick to the knee. What about Lee's grappling? Because of his extensive experience in martial arts, he's adept at grappling. But if they had fought, would he have been able to pin a massive Ali down effectively? No. And there's no evidence to imply that Lee was a grappler who was effective enough to overcome such a significant size difference. No doubt Bruce Lee has the upper hand in the octagon, but a single punch from Ali may very well shatter his neck, and no reasonable person would deny this possibility. In a straight boxing match, Lee, a 5'7" lightweight or junior welterweight at best, would have no chance. While Lee was most likely capable of beating challengers larger and stronger than him, Ali was in a completely different class. Muhammad Ali had a well-deserved reputation in the ring, and he was regarded as incredibly powerful and unexpectedly swift for his weight class. Even though Lee was strong and incredibly quick in his own right, it would be very challenging for the 148-pound martial artist to take many blows from the heavyweight champion, who packed a great deal of power into every punch. After all, Ali was undoubtedly the greatest athlete in the history of the sport. Although Western boxing was a part of Lee's game, he was never a world champion, and the weight disparity between the two boxers makes a contest like this laughable. If we're talking about potential, then there is no question that Lee had the ability to become an outstanding professional fighter. Because of his unique approach to martial arts, his extraordinary ability to master anything he was shown in minutes, and his incredible physical skills, it is possible that he would have transcended boxing or UFC in the same way that he did action cinema. As a martial artist, Lee is the closest thing to perfection. Had he lived longer, it is almost certain that the pair would have crossed paths. But his untimely demise meant that their acquaintanceship, just like this fan-fueled super fight, would have to remain in the realm of fiction. This would have been a match made in heaven. Both endured adversity and racism, overcame cultural and nationalistic borders, exemplified tremendous charisma, and were astoundingly skilled in their respective disciplines. Despite these challenges, both are regarded as legends in their fields. Whatever the outcome, the Battle of Icons would have been a hell of an event. Who, in your opinion, would have emerged victorious in a bout between these two legendary figures? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, let us know who you would love us to talk about in our subsequent videos. That'll be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always get to watch more amazing videos like this. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.